Staff Sergeant. It's only 18% interest, all right? God. All right. Here she is. Teased a picture on Facebook. You saw that. This is a medium Alice pack that I picked up. Got it at a surplus store. Paid $40 for the pack. Already had the frame and straps. If you've been on the channel, you've probably seen those before. Condition it was in when I got it. It worked. You know, it worked as it was. Definitely didn't smell too good. There's 2 packs at the surplus store. I picked this one because of this right here. So if you notice on the head flap, we have this. Center this up. This is not a standard feature on these packs. And I suspect what the previous owner did was he had this, you know, this was some custom work. I suspect he had to carry a radio in here and the antenna would stick up through there. I could be wrong, but that's my suspicion. So I like that it was a little bit different from your typical, you know, medium Alice. This is like the latest generation it came out with. The dead giveaway to that is the camo pattern. That being said, it is very well used. You know, straps are kind of dirty, kind of stiff. None of the hardware was broken. I'll say that much. So the first thing I did, see if we're in the camera. You notice right here, these seams were fraying, starting to come out. And so using some very thick upholstery thread, and it was like an upholstery needle, it was a curved needle and a pair of pliers. I did a cross stitch all the way around and then down back. And I did that, see some camera magic. So I did that down here and up here. And I also just put some shoe goo in the seam of that that Alice webbing right there, as well as shoe goo over the threads over here. So what that does is helps the seam hold together, prevents it from fraying anymore, and it's just the idea is just increasing the longevity of this this pack or this ruck. So I did that to both sides. What else did I do? Well, if you use an Alice pack, you know these buckles aren't standard. What I did, so what was on here was something like this. Those guys right there. That was on here and here. And what you would have to do is just loosen it up. Like I said, these are very stiff straps. Yeah, whatever. All right. You'd have to loosen it up and then, you know, pull the straps off to the side and then get to your head pouch, or to move the head pouch and get to your main compartment. Now, this is a personal preference, but I'd rather just have these buckles. You just unbuckle it, flip it over. This isn't really a mod, it's just something I did to mess around. This is a Molly to K-bar sheath adapter, whatever. That basically Molly's on, and then you have this little Velcro simulated belt loop, if you will. So always got a nice big knife right there. And so yeah, you can get a machete holster, or excuse me, machete sheath, and do the same thing over here. And they make Alice clip sheaths and whatnot. Yeah, kind of the early stages of modular gear, if you will. All right. Next thing you might have noticed, this flap is black. So when Alice packs, you know, are new, they have a waterproof liner. It is inevitable that is going to wear out. So what I've done, Flex Seal. No, I'm not endorsed, not an advertisement. If you ever watched Brent 0331 on YouTube, he is where I got this from, so I'm not taking any credit for that. Essentially, if you don't know what Flex Seal is, it might live under a rock. It's a liquid rubber spray. So you spray it on and it rubberizes. Kind of like Plasti Dip, not quite the same, but yeah, so I did that to this flap, as well as all the small pockets. And what that does is help facilitate some water runoff. So if it's raining, you know, water's going to run off, hopefully, as opposed to soaking through and going into the pack. Yeah, I'm not going to go too much into it or how I did it. I'll throw some clips up showing me actually spraying it. But yeah, if you want to know more about that, Brent0331, great dude, highly recommend his channel. Okay, and assuming I'm not missing anything, the last thing I did was this right here. Let's get a little zoom in going. So this might not look like much. I mean, it's not, but so this strap right here was just a strap. I'm not quite sure what it was intended for. Something to do with securing a radio, maybe? I don't know. I couldn't find anything else that it like attached to. So I threw this buckle on here. And the way it works is, got my hydration bladder, got a little source bladder right here. All right, the zoom's not gonna work. All right, got the buckle at the top. You run the strap through your hydration bladder, then back through the buckle. And that's going to support your hydration bladder. So your bladder doesn't sag, and you know, there's water in there that you can't get to. A lot of newer packs have something like that, but that was something that I deemed very necessary for this. And I believe I'm not missing anything. Some things I might do, but I haven't done yet, and they're not super important or necessary. I might replace this with one of the shock cord, you know, springy pieces, kind of like you find on a boonie or on a swim trunks or something like that. Now, there's nothing wrong with this one. This piece works just fine. And there's no point fixing what ain't broken, but that's just something I might do in the future, just to go along with the whole modernizing theme here. I may go and add a second coat of Flex Seal to the pocket pouches. I did a good 3 coats on here, but I only did 1 on here, mostly because I carry a pack cover. If I'm carrying a pack, I'm probably carrying a pack cover, you know, depending on the environment. So I'm not too worried about it. And then that's pretty much it. Now, these buckles, you can see are kind of coming off. I don't really have the capability to stitch through 2 layers of webbing and the pack and make it look good or work very well, so I'm probably not going to mess with that. As long as the bar tag holds up, we should be fine. Alright. So I don't know if these internal pouches are, if this is like the standard ones that comes with it. And I don't know what these buckles would be for. It's got these 2 loops of strap. And I'm not sure what they're for, but this is a very large internal pouch, so it'd hold a radio no problem. If you know, I guess my question here is, I'm not sure what these are for. If you know, let me know. Or if you know what you've used them for, let me know. I'm definitely curious about that. All right, that's all I got. We're going to wrap this video up. Again, questions, comments, drop them below. If I was wrong about something, let me know. That's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. Helps out. Have a good one. Stay safe.